Hi lovelies, hi there and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, karibu sana. If you're a returning subscriber, karibu, and if you haven't subscribed yet, kindly do. All right, so my last video triggered quite a number of people were coming at me in the comments. The videos where I was talking about the fact that, sexual revolution and the ensuing liberation actually benefited the men more than it benefited us. Now, a lot of you who are triggered were actually caught up in the feminist verbiage and were actually also caught up in the physicality of sex. We forget that sex is actually very, very spiritual. And when you think about it, from that particular perspective, because I've always talked about over and above protecting our wombs, I've always talked about that as women, we must make it so costly to access us. So what does access look like? Access to our time, access to our attention, access to our communication, access to our bodies, and access to our wombs, because obviously you can access the body without necessarily accessing the womb. And all these points of contact, singly and together, are actually points of access in terms of how men get our energy. Now you forget again that women, more than men, are actually spiritual beings. All of us are spiritual, obviously, but women more than men are spiritual beings. And men require and literally need our energy to navigate this world. And for a lot of men, particularly those who are attuned and who actually know what they are doing, it can either work two ways, okay? For a man who's a healthy masculine, they know that for them to access you, to access your time, to access your attention, to access communication, to access your body, to access sex, they must invest in you. They must make sure that you as a woman are rested. You as a woman are comfortable. You as a woman are not struggling. You basically lack for nothing. Look at it from the chakra system, for instance. The root chakra, which is the masculine chakra, which is involved or engaged with survival, food, shelter, clothing. Yeah, that is a very masculine chakra. And I'm not trying to say that us as women cannot guarantee our own survival. However, to take us out of survival, particularly when you are with a man, he must provide for you. He must protect you. And he must affirm you. Then that way, as a woman, you are able to tap into your sacral chakra, which is where our sexuality and our sensuality is. And we are able to give a man who's taking care of us, a man who's providing for us, a man who's protecting us. We are able to give him energy from contacting us, from being around us, from enjoying our beauty, from accessing communication, from accessing our bodies, and ultimately accessing our wombs. And a healthy masculine man knows that. It's a very symbiotic interaction, okay? However, on the other hand, a predatory man will want all of that for cheap and for free. In fact, a predatory man will be taking from you, will take all your energy, and then still take your money. And that's where now the 50-50 idea comes in. An unhealthy masculine will not only access your energy, he'll also access your money. A woman who is in survival mode is not a woman who is thriving, particularly if you are with a man who's calling himself your man and he's not providing for you, he's not protecting you. I mean, how are you supposed to be resting your feminine? When you think about it, this is not only predatory, but it's also selfish. And for you to understand just how spiritual as women are, look in cultures where they have polytheism, where they worship many gods. A lot of the polytheistic cultures, the deities that represent wealth, the deities that represent abundance, the deities that represent fertility are female deities. They are goddesses, not gods, majority of them. So you have Oshun, you have Isis, you have all these feminine deities, And that is an extension of who we are as women. And even for those who are in monotheistic religions such as Christianity, the essence of a woman and a woman's womb cannot be discredited. God, in his omnipotence, could have decided for Jesus to just land on earth just like that. He had every power to have Jesus land on earth. But what did he do? He used a woman. He used Mary to birth Jesus. So tell me again why you would let just any man access you. When you allow a man to access you, access your time, access your attention, access your aura, access communication, access your body, whether it's through touching you, whether it's through kissing you, access your presence, access your beauty, and ultimately access your womb, without paying the cost of what it means to take care of you and to ensure that you're rested, that you're not in survival mode, you are honestly doing yourself a disservice. And ask yourself this: why is it that women tend to glow up after a breakup? Whether or not they were with a good man, we tend to glow up. Why? Because the energy that we were giving to them, now we are giving to ourselves. We are now nourishing us. Okay? But even more importantly, for women who are with these 50-50 below bare minimum men, the glow up is astronomical. Because these men who are 50-50 and who are not taking care of them, what they were essentially doing, they were being energy vampires to these women. And men know this. Men know this. And that's why they are attached to their mothers. They will discredit you, okay? But they will still go back to a woman, their mother. Because they know that you cannot discredit women. We literally, all of us, exist on this earth because a woman chose to carry that pregnancy. We, all of us, myself included, are here because my mother chose to give birth to me. We can very easily, as women, decide, you know what, I'm not laying down with this man, that man, the other man. We can very easily decide we are not going to give birth to their children. See what is happening to South Korea, the 4B movement. Women are literally deciding they're no longer giving birth and they're no longer laying down with men. And not just South Korea, the world over. The population, the global population is plummeting because women have decided, you know what, I'm not going to let a man mistreat me anymore. I'd rather be on my own. I'd rather be on my own, struggle on my own, take care of myself, than the added stress of being with a man. The men who get it, the healthy masculine men, they know the secret. They know that the moment they respect women, the moment they take care of women, they have access to their energy, they have access to their spirituality. And that's how they're able to thrive. Because we pray for them, we pour into them, we amplify. Basically, when a man gives us something, when they give us time, when they give us money, when they give us a house, we turn it into a home. When they give us money, we turn it into wealth. We are amplifiers. And that's why when you do wrong for a woman, she'll give you back hell. Because we are amplifiers. And healthy masculine men know this. And that's why they do the honorable thing and take care of us. But these predatory, below bare minimum energy vampire men, they will take from you, take from your essence, take from your energy. So again, I know my last video triggered people because I was talking about the philosophical element of it and the physicality of sex. But you can never deny energy. You can never deny energy. And as women, the energy that we carry, the spirituality we carry, for the right man, it does wonders. Actually, scientists have actually done a research and found that men who are married do very well and are much more successful than unmarried men. And the funny thing is, women who are unmarried actually do better than married women. Can you imagine that? Women who are unmarried actually do better than married women. On the converse, unmarried men do poorly as compared to married men. Because for a married man, there's somebody who's praying over you. There's somebody who's pouring over you spiritually and energy-wise. There's somebody who's motivating you to go to work and do all these things. Yeah? So a man who's going to try to discredit you and asking you, what do you bring to the table? That's a predatory man. You never have to prove anything to a healthy masculine man. They know exactly what you bring into this world, not even into some figurative table. And they will never ever dare fix their mouth to ask you such a question. So women, let's wake up to our power. Let's wake up to our worth. Don't let just any man access you. And again, remember, access, all these points of access are also points where they not only access you, but access your energy. So whether it's through attention, whether it's the accessing your attention, accessing conversation, accessing your beauty, accessing your presence, accessing your body, accessing your womb, don't just let any man access you. Make it so costly to access you. Because any man who knows your worth, and they know your worth, they hope that you do not know your worth, they will definitely pour into you. So let's have this conversation, ladies. Until next time, I'll see you on the next one. Toodles!